the team, we're set for football. And we are underway from the Superdome. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson.
And he'll get this out to about the 40. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
This defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Here we go, here we go. Pass the lead, 7 Pirates, 2nd Pirates. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Shot 60, shot 60.
They're going to look to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
Get it. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Nice his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down. Look at the Saints defense.
And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass? Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And when those add up into big mistakes add up into points against you.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reed. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
19 right.
Looking to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Bijan Robinson with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7, Saints nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
23-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Shuck now to throw. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Let's go now. Go.
On play action, Shuck.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown.
They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me,
and the Saints are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Milroe's pass intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 32.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Miller. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Kind of an odd schedule this year. These two teams getting their 2 games in very late in the season. Their first meeting just a few weeks ago, back in Week 15. And it was the visiting Saints who got the victory then, so they'll look for this season sweep here in New Orleans.
so much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
That's good.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
But they're running from the gun with Miller. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. And it wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
3rd and 19.
Again, it's Miller. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be Falcon football.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. When you look at the Saints defense, they are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better and they're out to prove it again in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line.
27 on the play. And the Falcons 1st down.
7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Okay, ready? Here we go. Strike.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Falcons.
To number 88.
A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Saints 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll run it again with Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, good for the Saints, 1st down.
And the Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Running left is Miller. goes left side. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Here's Shuck. Throw left side complete. That's Miller. And he'll be brought down shy of 40 at the 38-yard line. The Saints at 12-4 now on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all three phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They go play action here with Shuck. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5
to the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got you a little bit.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Elijah Arroyo, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football.
Picked off by Justin Reed. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Inside handoff now, Miller. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now it's Miller running right. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going
going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
A handoff running left is Miller. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
They'll run to the wide side here with Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available. And they stopped.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
2nd and 10. Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. And this one nearly intercepted. That one might need to go back to the drawing board. Almost a disaster. And it winds up just an incomplete pass, though.
And 10 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Falcons 1st down. A gain of 16 yards.
Robinson gets the toss on the right side. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
He's hoping to get to the edge. They did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26.
Again, it's Robinson.
And this will be a Falcons 1st down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Falcons 1st down.
He'll drop to throw.
Now this aired out deep for Reed.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
That's brought in downfield by London.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Drake London,
62 yards.
and the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Saints take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. That's down the field. He's got Arroyo. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for first and 10. Throwing, Shuck. And he rips that one incomplete there. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Shuck. That's taken in by Arroyo. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing again here, Shuck. On the RPO hook, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action now, Shuck. And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Off the play fake, here's Shuck. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field, get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 19-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. To throw is Shuck. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Trey Palmer, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Sheds off the tackle.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now, the offense had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's been small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Well, a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
George Karlaftis.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
They're going to look to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And it's taken in at the 9.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 12. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
This is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
They go play action here on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. And caught by London.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Good work after the catch, getting that of 23 and a first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Alontae Taylor.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Micah Parsons.
He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go in forward.
Robinson.
65.
But it's 4th down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
From the gun, Shuck. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And that's caught inside the 30. Oh, that's what an effort. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Elijah Arroyo
With his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Saints get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35. That one good for
16 as the drive continues.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice game.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this pass is caught by London. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards. A little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
First down, Atlanta.
Now back to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there's no space available. An incompletion as a result.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. They sack it back right around 30. Micah Parsons picks up his second sack of the afternoon. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to play down there before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun here, Shuck. And throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Quick move by Miller. And this will wind up a Saints 1st down as the tackle made at about the 38. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Shuck out of the shotgun. Open man is tipped in. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And this is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard
Miller
line.
will get it. He has been busy today. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Kendra Miller, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
The kicker on.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Saints 49, Falcons 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Jaden Reed, 65 yards. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Falcons 31.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But this game's pretty much done for them.
133 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First and 10 at the
To throw now, Shuck. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Play fake. Shuck. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line.
And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On play action, Shuck. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll take it in the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Juwan Johnson, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
Saints 56, Falcons 31.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Robinson, he'll try the left side.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And oh my goodness, here's a fifth interception. Picked up by Jonas Sanker. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Here's a give to Miller. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. Well, now, after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And there's a situation where as a tight end, once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't worry about running to daylight. He doesn't mind running through contact. That's totally fine by him.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score is Saints 63, Falcons 31.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. George Karlaftis able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. We're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw here. That one deep for London. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Shuck now to throw. And a catch made by Johnson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's good for the Saints. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a handoff to Miller. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take.
The got his man complete.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
The kicker on.
Not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Second down and 8.
They'll run again here with Robinson. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
That's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going.
Well, a tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both